Alright, turns 4 and 6, we know what we're here for. Does this type panther survive? Backing up, backing up, backing up. Tank, ooh, close. The shot hits the trees. And then he's back behind the building. So yes, he survived. And your guys are continuing to motor on into the main objective of the town. That's our ammunition exploding there. Half tracks and softly our guns have it. Oh dear. That was an artillery. Yeah, I think that's an artillery strike. Or no, I think your panther's just been hit. Yep. I'll show you that in more detail at the end of the turn. After that it's gone quiet. You can still see a few contacts, but there's not really much you can see to shoot. Oh, somebody in that town gets a hit. I'm not entirely sure what causes that. Some contacts at the edges now. And then, yeah, that I'll show you at the end of the turn. That's something special. Right, so first up we need to go into that panther. Since I figure out which control takes me back to the start of the turn. I'm being a bit dumb. Yep, so there's a shot. And then that takes out a couple of the guy there. And then penetration, but it's okay, it's only the tip. Just your driver's slightly injured, probably by a bit of spalling. The other panther kind of pulls up as they decided discretion is the better form of valor. So the other loaded panther decides to drive where that one was. So, end of the turn. Yeah. Come back to that. This casualty. Possible artillery shell? Self-propelled gunshot? I'm not entirely sure. Mortar? Doesn't seem to have much of a line of sight. But whatever it is, it's picked off one of you guys. Okay, so the last thing to show you is this explosion that causes a casualty. This is PKI. Right, just give me a second to figure out how the time controls work, and then have the computer lag out on me, because you know, 16 gig of RAM is not enough for this thing. Okay, if we go back to the start, but we want to go towards the end of the turn, so there we go. Oh dear, this is longer than I thought it was. I should have edited it out. Alright, okay, we got it going. So, who's the casualty? Is it this guy who's carrying the dirt? Or could it be this fine gentleman here? Oh no, I'm being shot, what shall I do? I know, I'll hide underneath this burning tank. The other mates go, Franz, bad idea, Hans, bad idea. Yeah, he deserves everything he got. Okay, so turn 2, and artillery starts falling hard. Yep, they've obviously picked you would be going through this area, and they've laid in a pre-barrage. It's taken a few turns to get here, but casualties could be a lot worse. The amount of artillery that's coming down, it's coming down thick and fast, but thankfully you're kind of out of the barrage zone mostly, so you're taking the occasional casualty, but it's not pinning you down too much. Oh, and then take another 2. This is all kind of like 1s and 2 casualties. The biggest thing here is that your machine guns in the centre are breaking. Apparently they don't like being shot. So, apart from that, no tanks have exploded so far. Yeah, so let's have a look what happens in the centre here. So here we go, and the artillery's starting to fall all around. Yeah, light casualty there, couple of casualties. Oh, would be your team, would the squad leader. no casualty. So even though it's flash doesn't mean a guy's been taken out. As you see in there, you've had a few people wounded, which flashes as hits, but doesn't actually mean killed. So yeah, the artillery's coming in from a bit of an angle. And your machine guns will take a hit in a minute. There you go. One casualty and a wounded leader. Again, the same for that guy. And we're in there. So, what's that? 5 to 10 people dead? Or casualties? Several of them light wounded. This is your mortar smoke, by the way. That might not be as efficient as you hope. Right, I'm going to do a bit of a click through now, so you hopefully know where all your units are. I'm going to end the commentary here because it's not going to be much interest. Right, so get planning and try and get out of that artillery zone.